And of course, Gabby
really
said yes,
special.
right?
She did. She did say yes. This was only 2 cabanas down from us. Nikki and I were both right down there, and then we saw these signs that said, she said yes. And then later on, I believe their uncle came up and said, Vic, I got something for you. This
well,
is
congratulations to them.
Absolutely. And a Jags win to cap it all off. A great weekend. Well, many of you may be taking this week to finalize your New Year's resolutions. And whether it includes saving money or working out, only 4% of people actually keep those resolutions. But we want to help you be part of that 4% and keep the goals that you set for the new year. So joining me this morning, Jan Spence. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And she is the CEO of Jan Spence and Associates from Georgia, lives right here in Jacksonville. You do a whole lot, and you've got some important tips for us to be able to stay on track and stick with our goals here.
Absolutely. This may be the year.
Okay, where do we start?
Well, as you mentioned, 4% of people actually just fulfill their New Year's resolutions. And I think part of the problem is because people set goals the same way every year. So it's whether it's quit drinking, quit smoking, travel more, spend time with family, get organized, get out of debt, save more money. They do it the same way.
Get those 6-pack abs?
Yes,
I've been trying for 18 years now.
Well, keep working, Vic.
Absolutely. I'll keep trying.
So one of the biggest challenges is that people say that they're going to start doing something. So they're going to start exercising, but they forget how much time that it takes. So the biggest challenge is, what are you going to stop doing in order to start doing something differently?
Okay.
So in order, let's say if you want to start eating healthier. So if you don't plan that menu on Sunday night, then guess what happens at 5 o'clock on Monday? McDonald's drive-thru, here we come.
Yes,
so
you are going through the fast food.
People have to stop, so you got to stop that thing on Sunday night so that you've got more time to plan that healthy meal for Monday evening.
Okay, and let's talk about the working out.
Okay. So
that's a hard one.
That is a hard one, and that is one that everyone starts with. So working out, I recommend a target ABC approach. So modern neuroscience tells us that the brain cannot distinguish the word or. So if we have 3 different goals and they're separated by or, then even a small baby step is seen as successful. So in the middle of the target, we have that lose 50 pounds. The next outer ring is work out 5 times a week. And then the next outer ring is just simply take a walk after dinner. So even if we don't quite lose the 50 pounds, when we take that walk, we're giving ourselves options and we begin to make progress and keep the momentum rather than setting the goal too lofty to begin with.
A lot of people every year try to kick those nasty habits. That would be why we have the beer and the cigarettes here in the studio. I was like, what?
Absolutely. So that's part of it. And I mean, some people, this is the kind of credit card debt that they've got.
Ouch.
And so what happens is that people will say, okay, I'm going to get out of debt this year. But what they don't have is an actual step-by-step plan. So the important thing to do is not to set the goal so big that, you know, by month 2, you're just like, well, you know what, I'm not making any progress, so cancel the gym membership, forget the credit card debt, let's go out to dinner. So what I recommend is you've actually got to have some options and and adjust along the way. Maybe 5 times a week is not going to be the option, or maybe you're not making as much progress on the credit card, so you decide, all right, what can I cut out in my budget so that I can put a little bit more toward that? So if we say we're going to pay it all off by the end of the year and that's not realistically, then guess what? You're going to be frustrated because you're failing.
I love it. Thank you so much, Jan Spence. Appreciate you. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
And don't worry, if you missed any of these great tips, we'll have them posted a little bit later on the morning show page of our website, News4Jax.com. We'll be right back.
Auto accident? Trusting the other guy's insurance company could be a costly mistake. At Barnes & Co.